Hey, what's up guys? Jeremy with Everything iDevice, and welcome to a Cydia guide. This is a much requested video. I've received so many personal messages and comments from you guys on various topics with Cydia, problems you guys are having, things you can't figure out, so I figured I would make a video that should cover all of it. I'm sorry that I can't, individually answer all of your questions. It would be just too time consuming, so I figured I'd make this video and hopefully it will help you out a bunch. Now, if you guys are new to jailbreaking and new to Cydia and are unsure on how things work, this guide should help you out tremendously. And even if you have been jailbroken for a while and do have an understanding of how Cydia works, you might just learn a couple of tricks in this video. So I'm just going to go ahead and jump right into this. The first is going to be on, obviously, the first page of Cydia. As you can see, it's just welcome to Cydia. There's a little bit of information about Cydia, of what's currently going on. Below that, you have the Facebook and Twitter links. And then you do have featured tweaks and featured themes. These are all very popular tweaks and themes. They all work very good, and they're all updated for, or at least most of them I believe are updated for like iOS 6 or whatever the latest firmware is. Below that, you always have a couple of tweaks right there, which are featured tweaks or packages, and it's just kind of a little, advertising area. You do have manage your account. So I'm going to go ahead and go into this. And managing your account, you're going to be required to have a Facebook login or a Google. So I'm just going to go ahead and log in real quick. So then once you're logged in, you can see kind of your installable purchases, or basically tweaks and themes, or anything you've bought from Cydia will be stored in that area right there. It says I am anticipating having more stuff here. It's said that for about 2 years now, so I wouldn't get too excited about that. But here is your purchases, all of the paid stuff you have bought within Cydia. And the ones that are marked with yellow, or that have a yellow background, are packages that you can actually install on other iOS devices you might have, like if you have an iPhone and an iPod or iPad. There is a limit, so don't think you can just give out your account to all your friends and everyone's going to get away with it. So there is a limit, but it's just very cool to have kind of your inventory of all of your, paid packages, everything you've bought from Cydia. As you can see, I've bought quite a few. Almost everything I've reviewed I've paid for. So that's basically what this section is here. And then we can just kind of back out. That's basically all there is in your account. You can click right there if that's not you, but that is me. So we'll back out again. And then you have just a bunch of information here, upgrading and jailbreak help, more package sources. These are additional sources you can add. It's not really necessary to go through and add all these sources. They're not going to have really much more than the normal sources that come with Cydia. You'll see in a minute what sources I actually have, and it's just the stock sources. I never really add any sources unless it's for like a C report or something like that for my iPhone 4. So you can add different packages here. You can select them and check them out. That's basically what that is. And then here you have more featured tweaks, or kind of like tweak advertisement areas, I like to think of them as. And then down here is kind of like a big FAQ area, frequently asked questions, copying files to and from device, open SSH, root password, credits, and then privacy policy right there. So next we're going to go into the sections area. Now these are different sections in which Cydia packages are kind of categorized. As you can see right at the top, there's a bunch of add-ons for various tweaks like Dashboard X, font swap, iconoclasm, lock info, notification center, SB settings. This is a pretty self-explanatory section. It's basically just a bunch of categories of different kind of tweaks and themes. So now moving on to the changes section, as you can see I actually have an update. Whenever you guys have an update for a tweak or a theme, always update it. It's basically the same as an update for an app from the App Store. I would always recommend you to upgrade it. It's going to probably have bug fixes, improvements in speed, or new features to the tweak or theme. Just always upgrade. I would highly recommend that. And then below that, as you can see, these are all the new packages which have been added to the current sources you have. So if you have additional sources, there might be different packages that have come out today or whatever. This is basically all the new stuff that's come out. It even shows you the date right there, the date and the time. So that's basically what the changes section is here. Now we're going to move along into the manage section. First you have your installed packages. So here are all of my installed packages. Now one thing that's really cool about the tweaks and themes, or whatever you might have installed on your device, you can actually see where it is installed within your file system of your device. So if you consider yourself a bit more advanced with jailbreaking, you're familiar with SSHing and using iFile and navigating through the entire file system of your iOS device, you can actually see within a package of where it's been installed. So if we just scroll down here, you can go into file system content, and this shows where in your file systems this actual tweak or theme or whatever it might be is installed. So that's kind of something cool to keep note on. Also, when you guys are having problems with certain tweaks or themes, it's probably not best to, ask in the comment section of a YouTube video on what might be the issue. My best advice for you guys is you can still comment. There, you might get some good answers, but if you guys really want to, get a good answer, just go to the support section. You can contact Cydia, you can contact the author, and then you can actually do the contact right at the bottom of the repo. But whenever you have an issue with something, do the author. That is the developer of this tweak or theme. This will go directly to them, so you can email them. And if you select the author just like so, as you can see, it gives them a couple of files. It lets them know certain things about your device. That is my best advice to you guys that are having problems with tweaks or themes and you want to get some solid answers about it, especially stuff you've paid for. So that's something that I would highly recommend for you guys to do, is to contact through the author section within the actual tweak in Cydia. Now, another thing that's cool about specific tweaks or themes is you can go to change package settings, and you can show all changes. You can turn that on or off, and then you can also ignore upgrades if you really want to do that. I wouldn't recommend do that, but the show all upgrades, show all changes, you can actually use that for tweaks that you don't have installed on your device. So say there's a tweak that you really want, but it doesn't work with iOS 6 yet. So if you go to that tweak, it's not installed, you can go ahead and turn on show all changes. So when that tweak is actually updated, it will show up in your changes section, even though it's not installed in your device. So that's a very cool feature. Not a lot of people know about that. And then also, if we just scroll through here, obviously you have the description, the price. Now, the way you pay for tweaks or themes or anything from Cydia is it's through an Amazon account or PayPal. Those are the two ways that you're going to purchase these packages or themes, tweaks, whatever it might be. So that's how you pay. You got your screenshots, you got advertisements, and then you have the version right there. You have ID, you have what section it would be within the sections. You have the size of it, the contact, the sponsor, and then at the bottom it does say this package has been signed, Big Boss, blah, blah, blah. So we can go ahead and back out here and go all the way back to sources. These are the sources I have, all stock sources. And of course, if you guys want to add a source, you can go edit and then add whatever source you'd like. I'm not going to supply any in this video because that's not what I'm covering. So we can back out again, and then you have storage. Now this is pretty cool too. It will take a second here to load up, so just let it do its magic. So as you can see, it shows you two different kind of areas here. You have your system, and then you have your private. So private is basically the full size of your storage on your device. Now system, I'm not exactly 100% sure how it works, but I have noticed that if you use up more than about 95% of your system, that is when you're going to start experiencing lag on your device and definite performance drops in the way your iOS device is handling these tweaks. So keep in mind, if you guys want to keep your iOS device fast, I would keep it at about 75% like I have it right here. That's just what I've noticed in the past. It's just a specific area where certain things are installed, and if you fill this all the way up, I can almost guarantee you guys are going to notice a drop in performance on your iOS device. Not saying that it's bad, I'm just saying that it will slow it down a bit. So that's the storage area. And then also, of course, you have search. You can search anything you want in Cydia. You can search keywords like, let's just search key. So first it'll come up with its suggested, and then if you actually click search, it will do a complete search through Cydia of everything that contains the word key in it. And as you can see by the scroll bar on the right there, there's a lot of packages that have key in it. So that's basically it for Cydia, guys. That's about everything I wanted to cover in this video. If you guys get stuck in a respring loop, I'll leave a link down in the description explaining on how to get out of that loop. That's another very common question. I already have a tutorial on that. And before I forget, guys, here's a quick giveaway. Congratulations on whoever redeems that first. That's a $50 gift card for Amazon. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. If you did, be sure to throw me a thumbs up. Of course, if you guys have any questions, you can go ahead and ask down in the comments. I will try my best to answer. And if you guys want to see more videos like this, be sure to click that subscribe button. This has been Jeremy with Everything iDevice, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.